Alright, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Jets Madden 20 franchise mode. Check out the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. We are brought to you by them. Of course, follow us on all of our social media platforms. I am the site founder and your host, Trey Daubert. Okay, this week, we have week 17. I'm going to keep it a little short and sweet. I'm going to show you the standings coming into week 17. I haven't shown you these in a while. I probably should have before, but these are the standings coming into the week. So, we're going to see who wins, who loses, who it could possibly play in the playoffs. Looks right now that maybe I'll get Cleveland, Baltimore, maybe New England. We'll see. Maybe even Tennessee or Indy. We'll see who I end up playing. It doesn't look very clear right now. But all I know is that we will get a bye and the Chiefs will get a bye. Over on the NFC side, look at this. The Packers are hot. They've won 5 in a row. The rest of the division is fading quick. Green Bay caught fire, but it looks like everybody's in the race. You got Carolina and New Orleans here. Carolina's a little bit better, but I guess Cam Newton's playing out of his mind. Philadelphia is in the toilet. Dallas already clinched the division, which sucks for us because we have their draft pick. San Francisco, Seattle, battling final week of the year. Don't know who gets the tiebreaker there. And that's the divisions. We'll see who we get in the first round, but as far as week 17 is concerned, we're not going to be playing our starters for very long. I'll give them a quarter. Some of them maybe a half. I'm not going to play my guys very long, but we'll see. Maybe some of the younger guys I will play. Darnold I can't pull because I just need him to keep getting better. But we have the Bills this week. Week 1. Beat them up. I expect nothing different here. Maybe it'll be closer because I will start to pull my starters eventually. I'll give them a quarter or so. Don't want anybody hurt for the playoffs. Do want the Bills rocking the red. But that will do it. We will let the idiotic Charles Davis, who I cannot stand, and the other guy introduce the game. Week 17. Gonna keep it short and sweet. Highlights only, and then we'll show the standings at the end of the week. So, we will see you in a little bit.
Can Zeke dink again? It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Okay, here we go. Week 17. It's snowing. We're going against the Buffalo Bills. I put them in the red unis. Here we go. First thing I wanted to address, Mr. Ballbuster, I don't know if you're out there listening, but your college football idea stinks. Your college football idea just stinks. And you want to know why? College football is #2 rated sport. The second highest sport that people watch. College football. You want to know why? Because the regular season in college football actually matters. It's great that there's a 4-team playoff. In fact, I can make the argument the 2-team playoff was better. Regular season has urgency. Mr. Ballbuster wouldn't understand this because he likes the NBA. And there's zero urgency in the NBA. And here's the first play of the game, and Zeke Elliott's going down the sideline, and we're scoring. I should say first offensive possession of the game. We forced a 3 and out. I told you I'm gonna keep this video short, sweet. Only major highlights only. It's week 17. This game means absolutely nothing for us. Just put the Bills in our back pocket. Get to the playoffs and keep it moving. College football, regular season has urgency. You lose one game, and it matters. It matters. 32-team playoff or 16-team playoff, you could lose 2 games, it doesn't matter. You can still get in. So, I hate your idea, Ballbuster. Keep it at 4. College football playoff needs to stay at 4. Needs to stay at 4. If anything, it should go down to 2. But I like it at 4. I think 4 is the right number. Because let's think about it right now. We got Clemson, Ohio State, LSU in whatever order, I don't care. The 4th team really doesn't belong. What are you going to do, put in Utah? They're going to get smoked. Whoever that 4th team is going to get smoked. There's only 3 teams that have a realistic shot at winning the national title. Clemson, LSU, Ohio State. I don't care what order you put them in, although it will matter because the 4th team is going to stink compared to those first 3. And 4, realistically, is the perfect number if Tua doesn't get hurt. Because Alabama, I don't know, their defense. I think Nick Saban's slacking in recruiting or something because this defense is bad that they have. Bad. Anyway, Darnold throws a pick. Whatever. Week 17. But Alabama would have been a great 4th team if Tua was healthy. So 4 is the right number. Utah's going to get smoked. It doesn't matter who they put in at 4. Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, they're the only realistic teams that have a shot at winning the national title. Okay, this next play is funny. Bubble screen on 4th and... Bubble screen on the 1-yard line. Jamal Adams makes a play. Good job, buddy. 9-0. Ay. I also don't like the way, I think the NFL playoffs need to stay the same too. I think the regular season should mean something. Why play 16 games if it means nothing? You know what matters? First round buys, home field advantage. First round buys really matter. I like the first round buys. If you win a lot of games in the regular season, you should get a first round bye. So I'm all for that. I keep the playoffs the same. The only thing that needs to be changed is the NBA playoffs, because they're dog shit. And we let in 8 seeds that get pummeled in the first round, and it doesn't matter. NBA playoffs should change. There's no urgency in the NBA. I don't know if this is possible, but they should almost go with some kind of like soccer style, where there's different cups and shit that you can win. Just something to keep it interesting, because let's be honest, the NBA regular season is like the NFL preseason. You got to take it for what it is, you know? You can enjoy it, but you kind of got to know that it's 5% more important than the NFL regular or preseason. So I don't know. I like the playoffs the way it is in college football. I like it the way it is in the NFL. I don't like it the way it is in the NBA. And that's because we let dog shit teams like the Detroit Pistons get in as 8 seeds, and they have no shot. So that's just the way it is. Anyway, here's Dalvin Cook, and he's going to go for a touchdown. Oh, too easy. Too easy.
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Brandon, my man, just one
Too easy.
clinic.
We're just laying an ass whipping on the Bills. We're getting the starter slowly out of the game. Some of them I kept in. Like Mosley, I wanted to keep him in for a little bit. Crank up his stats. I got Taco Charlton and Ja'Kai Polite in the game here. And mixing and matching starters. Let me talk about the Jets. I figure some Jet fans watch this every week. How the fuck did they lose to Cincinnati? Oh, just... I feel for you, Jet fans. I really do. It's just... Oh... I couldn't imagine being a Jets fan. Couldn't imagine. It's like that Godfather 3 gif of Al Pacino. He's like, just when I thought I was out, they suck me back in. That's the Jets for you. They do enough to suck you back in, and then they break your heart. That's just the Jets. Perfect Jets. I will say, we got out of week 17, no injuries, so that's good. Deebo Samuel's becoming a star. I'm padding his stats a little bit. Got to get him going a little bit. We're going to come up with a big sack there. Taco Charlton. Told you, I got our backups in the game. Letting them feast a little bit. Letting them boys feast a little bit. 3rd and goal. What do we got here? What do we got here? Josh Allen's going to throw a pick to Awuzie. That'll do it. 29-0 in the first half. We'll take that all day. We will take that all day. Jesus. How about the Buffalo Bills? They're real, though, in real life, huh? They are real. I want to talk about the rest of the division because, again, I'm sure there are some Jet fans that watch this. The Bills are real, man. They're well coached. Sean McDermott knows what he's doing. They've drafted really well. Ed Oliver looks like a good... Ed Oliver looks like a really good pick. They've drafted really well. Tre'Davious White, their secondary is really good. They found Levi Wallace. Bill's got a future, man. Something about Josh Allen and his arm strength in the cold in Buffalo. I think some of it works. I think there's something to it. And he's played really well in spots, so you got to give the Bills credit here. The Patriots, I mean, you just never want to count them out. You never want to count out the Patriots. But again, this goes back to what I've said in my earlier videos about the Patriots. They're too slow and they don't have any good players. It's just the damn truth. They don't have any good players. Like Trey Flowers was their best player last year. He's gone. Michael Bennett, like they actually really needed him. He's gone. They got Kyle Van Noy. He's some kind of hybrid thing. Jamie Collins washed up. Chase Winovich is a rookie. They don't have good players. They just don't. They're this good because of Belichick and their coaching and their culture's unbelievable, but they really don't have any good players. So I don't think they're a lock. Again, you never want to count them out because they're just the Patriots and they're just better coached than everybody else. And Bill Belichick's better than everybody else by a mile. But their team just stinks. Julian Edelman's like their best player by far. By far. Mohamed Sanu, I don't know. He didn't do a whole lot in Atlanta. Anyway, we're getting Wesco here going. Rookie tight end from West Virginia. He gets into the end zone. Just a bloodbath. Just an absolute bloodbath. At this point, we got guys like Blake Cashman in the game. We got all our backups in the game. And Allen's finally getting them on the board. They're starting to score here. Starting to score here. Bryce Love, we got him in the backfield. You already know what time it is. It's Bryce Love time. Too easy. Too damn easy. I will say this is the time of year. And like this time of year where it's right before the playoffs and you're just checking your fantasy teams constantly. Oh, just constantly. Right now is the most nervous I've been in fantasy all year because I have the first round bye in fantasy. I scored the most points. I have the best record. First round bye, and then just one bad week could kill you. I'm going to go the whole regular season dominating in fantasy, and one bad week could kill you. So I'm going for back-to-back titles. I need it. Really need it this year. It's the best team I've ever had. It's a 2-quarterback league. I have Jimmy Garoppolo and Deshaun Watson. I have Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook, and Ezekiel Elliott. I have Chris Godwin, and it looks like Deebo Samuel is going to be my starter. Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram. 13-team auction league. It's just the way to go. It's the way to go. And if you don't do auction leagues, screw you, man. I just don't respect you if you do snake drafts. So, we got through that game. Got through the game. Let's check the standings here. See who won. And Baltimore lost, but they got in anyway. Jesus, which means Tennessee also lost. So Colts win the South. Patriots locked up the other wild card. And the Chargers also lost. So Baltimore gets in on a tiebreaker. Green Bay is on fucking fire. 6 in a row. Bears get in as a wild card, huh? Saints win the division. Panthers get a wild card. Cowboys win the division. And the 49ers, who lose but win the tiebreaker. Okay. Wow. All right. That's your playoff picture. I will show you the playoff games. Here we go. Baltimore at Cleveland. Okay. Let me know, comment down below who you think will win those matchups. Should be very interesting. I'm going to show you the injury report just for all the playoff teams so you know. Just going in if somebody's really injured, if it'll affect things. Anyway, that will do it. Thank you for supporting this series. Up next is the fun. Hopefully, 3 playoff games, and we'll think about a season 2. We'll see on a season 2. Anyway, thank you for supporting this series. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If I do a season 2, it will be because of you guys. It will be because you guys support the series. But I'm going to need the support here. So, thank you. Again, VendettaSportsMedia.com, and we will see you next time.